What do you need to tell your team to kind of get them on board, or do they see this as an ability to kind of up level, right? Because now they can get rid of the repetitive stuff that's just causing them to burn out. What does that conversation look like?
Yeah, so I think at least here at ThoughtSpot, I'm very lucky where we have a leadership team that has really embraced AI as a concept, also very much, it's baked into our product and our even our genesis to some extent, right? So I think philosophically, right, we come to this topic with, I would say, open arms, right? So I think that's something I definitely don't have as much of a challenge with at a vertical level as perhaps some other organizations do. So I think that's like, of course, really important. It's worth mentioning that. But when it comes to both either building our own products, which we've done a fair amount of here at ThoughtSpot, which is great, and also even assessing things out in the market, I think fundamentally it comes down to really being able to identify where there's value. And now value, what exactly is that, right? I think that's a lot, we often say that a lot, but what do we really mean when we say that? I think I would look at value as being a function within itself, right? You're kind of thinking about how do I get time back into my life? How do I get time back into the hands of my analysts, my engineers? Because what can that time do? That time can then be used to do a different project, to do career development, to honestly, even just take a breather, right? We talked about kind of even just like the difficulty and stresses of this job, right? I think being able to mitigate burnout is really important. So that's some of where I think that the value that we're looking for in these evaluations are kind of derived from, or really kind of how to measure to some extent. But also too qualitatively, right?